40-yard line.
I think they might bring this back, as I think that Punahou or Kamehameha guilty of an illegal block in the back, or a chop block perhaps. But let's see what referee Connie Alabane has to say.
Man, Kabunak taking it almost the length of the field. What a return. So we're going to take a listen in on the call now. Oh boy, what a return that time from Kabunak.
And I did call it too. And I said Kabunak waiting to get another huge return. And an indication is
from the run back,
Kamehameha.
block in the back. On the receiving team, 10-yard penalty from the flag. It'll be first down, Kamehameha.
As Kabunak's return will be all for naught, as we'll take a look back.
Let's see if we can spot it here, as Kabunak just literally gets in there. And there you see the block in the back there, number 5, guilty of that penalty, as Rylander guilty of the block in the back. And Kabunak just takes off, gets to the races, and literally almost walks in there. But unfortunately, the ball is going to be spotted back in Kamehameha territory, as Rylander created the block in the back, and the ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line.
And you know, Kamehameha in the second half, I think they've done an excellent job of, I guess, limiting the penalties. And, you know, this is the first one that kind of really hurt them. But that's been their problem pretty much that started the football game. They had a lot of penalties, a lot of missed receptions, and just, you know, those plays, those momentum killer plays that would just hurt them. And this is the first one that they have in the second half, taking it at their own 40. It's going to be Thomas Yam. Going to take a chance down the far side. Oh, just incomplete. Onyx Freitas was the receiver that time, as Aaron Wu on the defense there for Punahou.
Onyx Freitas was like literally off to the races here, as he had Aaron Wu beat down the field. But unfortunately, the ball just on the shoulder pads of Aaron Wu, and unfortunately Onyx Freitas couldn't bring it in.
But I do like the play call from Kamehameha. They are trying to extend, and I guess they're not trying to just always run the ball up the middle. They're actually taking chances, and that's one thing that I do like that they're doing in this football game. As here's Thomas Yang again, going to take a chance shorter this time, but this one is going to be good. As that's going to be Pinal Avai with the reception, the 6'4", 223-pound senior.
You know, Avai just being the Johnny on the spot center fielder gives his quarterback a target to hit, and Sergio Galakalaka just basically says, you're not getting any further than me.
So 1st and 10 after Avai reception. Ball at the Punahou 39. As here's the fake again, Thomas Yam going to the left side. Nice blocking up front, still on his feet. His momentum finally takes him down to the 13-yard line, and now you can hear the fans.
I hear Punahou fans are just they're yelling that Kamehameha had a chop block, but referee Connie Alabane says, now let's play. And there you see the first wine bank, first down.
So 8:36 and counting now. Kamehameha on the drive in the red zone. Ball at the 14-yard line. Yam will hand it off to Kainoa Shannon up the middle. Shannon gets a nice pickup on the play, gets a good 9 yards on the pickup.
As we check it out here once again on the first wine bank replay, Shannon gets the handoff, races down the middle, and he just uses his speed and makes it look easy.
So here's Thomas Yam, as this one will fall incomplete, the touch pass.
Amuk Sang, the intended receiver for Kamehameha, as unfortunately I guess you could say Boogie Yan has been just making those mental errors that he can't connect with his receivers, but that time just overthrows Amuk Sang.
So third down, check that, 3rd down and 2. Kamehameha need to get to the Punahou 3rd-yard line for the first down.
Kamehameha. That's their first in the second half.
Kamehameha takes a timeout, so will we, with 8 minutes left. Punahou up on top, 50-18. We'll be right back after these messages.
Drive home your dream car today with a Hawaiian-Tel FCU auto loan. Get the same rates for new and used cars, as low as a 1.95 annual percentage rate for a 3-year term. Other rates and terms available. Visit hitelfcu.com for more information.
And welcome back to Hawaiian-Tel Federal Credit Union Field for ILH football. Robert Rabidou, Chaz Mihara, and our wonderful Aloha Vision crew here bringing you this coverage from Aloha Stadium as Punahou and Kamehameha is our featured nightcap game. As here's the fake handoff by Yam on 3rd down. So fall incomplete. Kabunak was his intended receiver. Aaron Wu was on the defensive coverage. Kabunak was looking for a flag there, didn't get it.
Absolutely, as Kabunak was the center fielder there as he gets out there, but unfortunately cannot connect. As I'm looking at the field, look who just came on as number 93, big number 93 comes on, and who doesn't think that he won't get it on this 4th down?
It's gonna be, that's big. Kanese Alo. Gonna be right behind Yam. As no, they're gonna fake it now. Thomas Yam making a pursuit. Touchdown! His 3rd rushing touchdown on the evening.
As I believe Kanesi was being targeted by Punahou, but Boogie Yan just says, all right, I did it once, I did it twice, and 3rd time's the charm, as that is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game.
7:45 as Kamehameha gets another score to cut into that Punahou lead. It's now 50-24. And now Kamehameha gonna go for 2 here. Yam will be in that quarterback. As they'll fake the handoff here. Inside move to the corner. Pass will fall incomplete. 2-point conversion, no good. Kabunak was the receiver that time. But nonetheless, Kamehameha gets on the board as now they inch a little closer. 50-24. They are trailing the Buff and Blue here.
Boogie Yan, the leading rusher for Kamehameha tonight, as he has over 80 yards of rushing. They're, you know, like I said, Kamehameha, I've called them their games over the years, and basically, you know, they should do well in the state tournament, and let's see what they can do, as I believe they will be the Division I representative going into the state tournament in a couple weeks.
You know, we take a look back and we talked about the halftime adjustments, and looking at the score and looking how the Kamehameha offense has responded, how do you think they've done so far?
If I had to give them a grade, I would have to say they would have a B-, as, you know, they have made the adjustments, but unfortunately Boogie Yan has been too unsettling that would give them the A. But you know what? They've actually done decent. They've gotten to Kabunak. Boogie Yan has taken his legs and gotten them into the end zone not once, not twice, but 3 times. And if Yan can settle down and connect with, you know, Kabunak, this would be a much closer game.
So here's Adam Stack as they're going to try the onside kick, and I think Kamehameha has the football. They do. Chris Amuk-Sang. And what a kick that time from Adam Stack.
And literally, Punahou had their hands team on the field, as I saw Judd Cockett as well as Ethan Takayama. But Amuk-Sang says, I am happy, and you guys can all come to my house afterwards. And that basically gives Kamehameha their next possession.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Robert Rabidou, everybody. Oh my goodness, we're having a great time here at Aloha Stadium as Kamehameha with the successful onside kick, now with the football. Boogie Yam to Kabunak. Pass is complete. Short pickup on the play. On the tackle that time is Maninoa Tufono for Punahou.
Tufono just basically playing center fielder there as he knew that Kabanaka was going to get it, but Tufono just says, I'm going to get you.
2nd down and 7 at the 41 of Punahou. Thomas Yam going to take a chance, and again, this is too long for Jacob Kabunak.
Well, the one thing I like about Boogie Yan, you know, you throw it once, you throw it twice. Eventually, one time, he's going to connect with Kabunak, and unfortunately, that ball goes just over Kabunak's hands.
You know, not only Kabunak too, but another receiver that they tried to do that too was with Onyx Freitas.
Absolutely.
It's going to be 3rd down and 7. Kamehameha need to get to the 34-yard line for that 1st down on Punahou's side. 7:11 to go in the 4th quarter. Quick pass. This is going to go to it's going to be Sheldon Rosa with the reception, but this is going to be a 1-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
Louis Fall making a stop on Rosa as Rosa tries to get to the outside, but unfortunately Boogie Yan passes it behind the line of scrimmage, but he just gets caught there, and Louis Fall brings him down for the 1-yard loss.
That's their 2nd and a half.
And we're going to have a quick timeout here. We'll be right back at Aloha Stadium.
Can someone demonstrate exactly how low the Island Insurance Go Low auto policy is? Yes.
You got it, Mariota.
Awesome play.
Rates start at $27 a month.
It's the lowest rate to keep your car on the road. Nothing more, nothing less.
And it's fast and easy to get a quote.
That's right. Just send your current auto policy to Go Low at islandinsurance.com and they'll send you a free quote.
Now go get them, honey!
Call 643-4000 or visit islandinsurance.com.
Welcome back here to Aloha Stadium as 4th quarter action. I'm Robert Bradwick bringing you color. Chaz Mihara, the play-by-play person. But I want to talk a little bit what Albert Malapala is telling his players as they come back onto the field here. Malapala just basically tells Thomas Yan, you know, you can throw it once, you throw it twice, you got to still connect there. And I'm looking for either a pass to Kapanak or Yan's going to take off with the ball.
Thomas Yam as first time we're going to see Braden Akima in the football game. Yam stepping up in the pocket, throws. So go incomplete down the far side. As that's going to be number 8, Matthew Aoi, the intended receiver. Aaron Wu alongside Ola Aina. Nice defensive coverage with turnover on downs. Punahou takes the football.
Boogie Yan tries to get out there, tries to hit Ayo, but unfortunately the ball, like I said, goes overthrown. And unfortunately, Boogie Yan couldn't connect. And I think, as I was saying earlier, Stephen Barber checks into the game for Punahou, and he will be the new quarterback for the Buff and Blue.
Stephen Barber checking in for Nick Kapule. 1st and 10 as Punahou takes over. As here on the handoff. There's a big bunch up right there. As that's going to be number 24 on the run. That's Cortez Ferreira with the run for Punahou.
Cortez Ferreira. Let me just point out one thing real fast, Chaz, as we take a look here as Ferreira takes the handoff. The Punahou quarterbacks, you got, of course, Nick Kapule with 24 touchdowns, but he has several touchdowns in tonight's game, 4 touchdowns to be exact. They're responsible for 35 touchdowns so far in this season for Punahou.
As Ferreira with the run on the right side this time. He'll get the 1st down running into Kamehameha territory.
Kamehameha Beltram Ala making the stop on the play there as Ferreira gets the handoff from Barber. But he gets around to the outside, breaks one tackle, gets in there, and there you see the tackle.
1st down and 10, ball at the 47 of Kamehameha. Stephen Barber will fake the handoff now with the keeper. As he'll go to the left side, he'll get a nice pickup of 7 yards on the play to the 40.
Barber taking a page out of his starting quarterback's playbook as he fakes the handoff, takes off with the keeper, gets down the field, and gets a huge, good gain for the Buff and Blue.
2nd down and 3, 5:09 left to go. 50-24, Punahou up on top, looking to add to that here over Kamehameha. Stephen Barber checks his one receiver. Now still running, he'll buy himself time, rolling to his left, will throw this one over the middle. This one fall incomplete. Late penalty comes in as number 87 was the intended receiver. That's Christopher Kobayashi.
Ilh Kamehameha may be guilty of a pass interference call, and that unfortunately will give Punahou a first down. Let's wait for referee Connie Alabane's call. They're going to wave it off and just say, no, we're going to give it to Kamehameha.
Nope.
As we check it out here once again. Barber back to pass. He looks for his receiver. He gets out of the hands of the Kamehameha defender, passes it down the field, and they're saying that the ball was uncatchable, thus no penalty on Kamehameha.
So Barber looking at the option here, and now he'll pitch it. Ferreira with the run. Penalty comes out. Ferreira gets the first down. Well, let's see what this penalty is all about. Came from the side judge.
I think they may get Quiver for a targeting penalty as he leads with his helmet, and he literally bangs into Ferreira. And let's see what the referee's call is.
Holding on the offense, number 19. 10-yard penalty from the foul. Replay
and
third
just
down.
As I say, I think he might be on Kamehameha. Punahou gets it back 10 yards there. As there, we take a look at the hold on number 19 for Punahou. Grabs on to the Kamehameha, creating the holding penalty.
As Andre Iosivas with the holding penalty will move Punahou back 5 yards. So now it's going to be third down and 9. Need to get to the Kamehameha 37. As Barber fakes the handoff, now running with it, going to the outside, and he'll be brought down by Kamehameha Kamaka with the tackle for the Warriors for the sack.
It just literally, Barber did not have a chance as Kamehameha Kamaka literally just grabs him and just says, I ain't letting you go.
As Keala Martinson gonna get ready to punt this away on fourth down. Tiger Peterson back to return for the Warriors. Just under 4 minutes to go now in the fourth quarter.
Let me just point out, this is Martinson's only second punt of the game.
Martinson gets his left foot in it. Tiger Peterson, no call, and he's gonna get met as soon as he catches the football. That's gonna be Tanner Ono on a special teams tackle.
Tiger Peterson thought that he could have had a return there, and he paid for it literally as Ono just came in there and just said, "Booyah!" and knocks Peterson down to the ground.
And now we're gonna see Justice Young in that quarterback, the 5'9", 160-pound senior. Gonna be barking out signals here for the Warriors.
Justice Young, if I can point out, he was a quarterback 2 years ago before losing his job to Boogie Yan as he becomes the backup quarterback.
As they're gonna have to watch their clock now, as now the play clock is at 3. And Kamehameha is gonna be forced to call a timeout. And as they do, we're gonna take one as well, 50-24. The final moments of the fourth quarter. We'll be right back after these messages.
Want to see how cool I am? Meet my new friends. Happy face, fist, rainbow. Send.
You can't choose how cool your dad is.
Check out the selfie I took of you.
Dad, that's not a selfie.
Yeah, it is. I took it myself.
But at least you can choose 2 of your favorites from McDonald's McPick 2 menu.
Enjoy the choice with our McPick 2 for $3 menu. Get a McDouble, 6-piece chicken McNuggets, medium fries, or a snack-size McFlurry. 2 of these for just $3.
With 3:27, 3 minutes 27.
And welcome back to ILH football here, Kamehameha and Punahou. Here in the nightcap.
Thank you.
At Hawaiian Tel Federal Credit Union Field, Robert Rapidu, Chaz Mihar, and our wonderful Aloha Vision crew here to wrap it up here for you. 3:27 and counting here in our fourth quarter. Punahou up on top, 50-24 over the Warriors. As Justice Young.
Let me just give you some stats for Justice Young. He has 274 yards passing for the season with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions.
Justice Young will hand it off here.
As we check out here, Kainoa Shan taking the handoff, gets in there and gets up to about the 23-yard line.
Now coming in is going to be Braden Miyamoto, Justice Young's first passing attempt. It's going to fall incomplete. Chris Amuk-Sang, who was the intended receiver, was at that first down marker. Would have been good if he came down with it. Will fall incomplete, brings up third down.
Justice Young tries to get it out there with a quick pass, but Amuk-Sang couldn't handle it, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third down here, Justice Young passing, fires this one in triple coverage. As this will fall incomplete. Sheldon Rosa was in the mix right there, but Trent Shirakaki almost coming in with the football.
Justice Young not afraid to get it in there. As you said, he had not one, not two, but three buff and blue on the coverage in that play.
It's Trent Shiraki, So it's Justice Young on fourth down as this will fall incomplete. Intended receivers Matthew Aoi looking for a penalty, won't get it. Will be a turnover and downs. Punahou will take over.
I think Aoi might have had an argument here as the Punahou defender got there just a little bit early, but referee Connie Alabain said, let's play.
So Punahou will take over with 2:47 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Stephen Barber in at the quarterback. Cortez Ferreira will now get the handoff as he's going to be brought down by number 42 as Andrew Alecki with the tackle.
Ferreira is just trying to give his team another score perhaps, but he's met immediately by Alecki and stops him after a short 3-yard gain.
So here's Stephen Barber. As now the handoff goes to number 6. As he's running with the football now. Logan Williams with the football. He'll get the first down as he's going to get a little banged up after the play.
13-yard gain for Logan Williams on that play as we check it out here once again. As Logan Williams takes the handoff, goes behind his blocking, gets huge yardage, but gets brought down by Andrew Alecki.
As they attend to him, we'll step aside after these messages. Stadium Star Sports. And welcome back. As Logan Williams, as soon as he enters the football game, is a little banged up on the play. We hope and pray that he's okay. Crowd applauds with the respect for Logan Williams. As we resume play now with 2:01 to go. Stephen Barber will fake the handoff now, is still running with the football, trying to muscle his way for extra yardage. Could sneak his way to about a 1-yard gain on the play.
As Stephen Barber tries, to get in there, but Bo Pakele was there as Johnny on the spot as he sees Stephen Barber tries to get to the outside, gets to the inside, and there he gets brought down at about the 6-yard line.
So Logan Lavetti is going to be right by Barber. As Barber is going to take a chance. This is tipped. Oh, it's going to be caught. Touchdown. Tamato Falatea with the reception.
Tamatolo Falatea basically tried to play volleyball here as we take a look at it here once again on the Bank of Hawaii replay. Stephen Barber puts it up to, for grabs as it gets tipped up into the air, and Falatea just says, alrighty. Falatea just says, thank you very much.
As Tiger Peterson tipped that ball up, and Falatea was right there to pick up the pieces. Now 56-24 with 1:17 to go in the fourth quarter. As now, here's a kick by Jeffrey Chan, and that kick is going to be up, and it is good. So 1:17 to go. Okay. Punahou up on top, 57-24 over Kamehameha.
Chaz, I'm going to say right now, next week, the second game for the Division I title, it's the rematch everyone wants to see. If they didn't have this tournament this year, we would have seen that game tonight. St. Louis versus Punahou, number 2 versus number 3, as basically you're going to get Nick Kapule and the Buff and Blue with their high-powered offense literally going about 400 yards per game, as well as they're going to face off against Tua Tagovailoa and the Crusaders, and that should be a high-scoring blockbuster here next week at Aloha Stadium.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The two powerhouse teams in the state, number 2 and number 3. It's going to be a physical matchup. It's just going to be an all just great game, and you definitely don't want to miss that. We'll have that coverage for you next week here on Stadium Star Sports. You definitely don't want to miss that.
And if you want a copy of tonight's game, contact Aloha Stadium, and you can get it.
Yeah, you can.
Aloha Stadium.
And also tomorrow night, the University of Hawaii Rainbow football team will be in action here at the stadium. As again, we have whistles, and it's going to be against Punahou now on the kickoff. But nonetheless, the University of Hawaii
team, 5-yard penalty, free kick.
Warriors.
They will be in action.
And it is homecoming tomorrow night.
It is homecoming against the UNLV Rebels. Going to be coming to town. Expecting a packed house here tonight as we're going to re-kick it again.
That should be an exciting game as Nick Rolovich has turned the Warriors around and has made them competitors with a 3-3 record.
Yeah, with a nice victory in San Jose. And now coming back to their home for homecoming. It should be a great evening tomorrow night.
And they are favored by 9 points in that tomorrow night's game.
All right. So 1:17 to go here in the fourth quarter, 57-24. As we're reaching the final moments here of this football game. Timothy Horn setting it up again. As I'm seeing on the sideline now, Logan Williams has his jersey off. And he's getting wrapped up with that left knee. And as that kickoff goes down, Kamehameha will take it. But again, we send our prayers and blessings out to Logan Williams and his family. Hope that he's going to be okay.
Kamehu Beltram Ala signaling fair catch as he just wants his team back on the field for one last, perhaps, drive. And let's see who is the quarterback. As Justice Young remains the quarterback for the Warriors.
Justice Young checks in, 1st and 10. As Kaikiuhua Piena is in right by him, and Justice Young slings this one to the turf. Pinau Avai was near the vicinity of it, but wasn't able to come up with that one as it kind of bounced to the turf right there.
If we were playing hot potato, Justice Young would be king of the hot potato. But unfortunately, the ball falls short of Pinau Avai as it goes incomplete.
And it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. 1:11 to go. Here's Justice Young barking out the signals here. Looking, has time. Throws over the middle. Oh, Matthew Aoi was the intended receiver. Will fall incomplete on the defense. It's going to be Tamatoa Falatea.
Aoi was wide open, but unfortunately the ball was just thrown too hard. As Justice Young, I think he kind of took his eyes off the ball, and the ball just goes right to his hands.
3rd and 10 now. Kamehameha needing to get to their own 46-yard line for that first down. 1:04 to go. Justice Young now going to take a chance down the near side. This will fall incomplete. William Cortez was the intended receiver.
Cortez had a couple yards on his receiver, but unfortunately, ball falls incomplete as Falatia was providing coverage in that play.
Also,
as we check it out here once again, Justice Young, not afraid, like I said, he's not afraid to throw the ball, but like his other quarterback, Boogie Yan, just simply couldn't complete it.
And also Tanner Ono was in there too on the defensive coverage. Now Adam Stack going to be punting it away now. Tamatoa Falatea back to return for the Buff and Blue. As here's a long snap count as Kamehameha is going to trick play it. As it will fall, be a failed attempt, be a turnover on downs.
Trevor Kahuna Hana tried to take the fake punt, but Punahou was not biting as they just said, all right, we'll take it. And Adam Stack doing the Humpty Dumpty fall off the wall fall there, and it just literally turns it over back to Punahou.
I hope the Rock was watching, because he did that to perfection right there.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Rock is going to be in concert this weekend on the, I think, Pearl Harbor or one of the military bases, and he would have enjoyed to see that.
So here's Punahou now with 54 seconds left to go in victory formation, as Stephen Barber will take the knee. And probably one more will do it. But nonetheless, Punahou and St. Louis, that is the ticket for next week in that showdown for the ILH Championship.
Well, that will be the Division I championship, but the precursor to that will be the Division II title game. That would be the St. Francis Saints taking on the Damien Martin. St. Francis coming off their 30-0 victory last night against Pac-5 Wolfpack. And I look for that to be a high-scoring, perhaps that might even top the St. Louis Punahou game, maybe.
As Barber takes one more, and that should do it.
Let me just quickly mention real fast that I think that next week's game, if you had a DVD recorder, I would record that. That will be a big high-scoring game, at least 100 points combined for St. Louis and Punahou next week.
As the time has expired, Punahou takes it up on top with the victory tonight over Kamehameha, 57-24. Robert, your final thoughts as we close out tonight?
Well, there you take a look at Punahou Kaliane talking over with his guys there and saying good job, but we have a bigger fish to fry and Cal Lee and the Crusaders next week. But on the other side of the field, Kamehameha, Albert Malafala telling his team, the Warriors, don't look too bad, as you all will be the Division I representative in the state tournament. So we should have exciting action. 3 teams represented by the ILH.
Just want to give a quick players of the game for Kamehameha. It's going to be Boogie Yam with 3 rushing touchdowns for Kamehameha tonight. And also on the other side, I think I have to give it to Nick Kapule with 4 touchdowns, doing an excellent job of leading the Buff and Blue.
Honorable mention, I think, with Judd Cockett as well, with the 2 touchdowns and the 2-point conversion. Will also get mentioned as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you so much for joining us for another Aloha Stadium Stars presentation. For Robert Rabadou, I'm Chaz Mihara, and our wonderful Aloha crew. We're saying aloha from Hawaiian Tel, Federal Credit Union Field. Good night and aloha.